Hey guys. All right. So the video messed up. Whatever. I thought I hit start and I must not have. But so I did shuffle and everything. But I didn't notice till I was done. And I don't want to redo it all and blah blah blah. So here's a recap. Gemini, full moon confession. The lovers is Gemini, twins. Or because Gemini is twins, so all right. Nothing will come of this situation. And that was very general, so I had no clue what that. I didn't even try to guess. I always said, let's just draw a dark mirror card, and then I got that. I won't cry for you. And then, of course, it's actually kind of funny too that it's the Lover's card just happens to be Gemini. But then at that point, um, I knew it had something to do with either a relationship or a friendship or giving up on another person and not feeling bad about it. So then my shadow cards from my deck, the for the lower shadow, the only one who never left me. That's the first card I pulled. So I'm like, nothing will come of this situation. I won't cry for you. Now, normally that card generally means like attachment, like you're addicted to the person. Without you, I can't live. You're the perfect drug. I'm addicted. And then that card is I can't even explain how in when I made like how, because that's the Kid Rock song. Only God knows why. But to me, another time I'll explain how it to me reminds me of drugs. But when I when I made this card, this is a drug because this is the shadow deck. This is a drug dealer. Everybody knows my name. Everybody knows me. I know everybody. Everybody knows the man. They say it way out loud, ratting, or just, like, hey, where'd you get your stuff? I got mine. A lot of folks fuck with me. It's hard to hang out in crowds. It's been so long since I've been home. I've been gone for way too long. Oh, my phone's at 7 p.m. and my phone's at 77%. 777. But then put it all together. Gemini, you are in a relationship because of drugs, whether to get drugs, to sell drugs, like to because they have money, so you can use them for their money to buy drugs. Like somehow, in whatever way, the relation, the you're in a relationship so that you can do or sell or something with drugs. You know, they saw you with love. You were just lonely. And like I said, whether they're the drug dealer or they have money that they give you so you can easily or buy like you're not with them because you care for them romantically, Gemini. You are with your partner. Okay, I shouldn't say you are. There are Geminis that this may resonate with. Not all Geminis are with their partners because of drugs, but you'll know. You'll know. Like you'll be like, "Oh my God, I knew it." Yep. They were they knew you saw them with love, but they were just bored and somehow you make it easier for them to get drugs. And then, but I still was like, really? Like, seriously? Like, for real? Am I, is, the other readings, I only pulled the 4 cards, but like this one, I'm like, nah, like, but, and then I had to pull 2 more cards. Like, well, I pulled one and one fell out. This one fell out, the top one, which is shadow. It accept your partner's dark traits, personality traits, the, the things you don't like about them, the things that you can't stand about them. Love them more for it is generally, it is, generally what that card means. And then this card is um feminine twin flame energy, shadow energy, or death, Azrael. Separate, I'm like, huh? Basically, they got with you because you're attractive and you pass the time and somehow make it easier for them to get drugs. And shadow, these are both shadow cards. Shadow is unloved, ashamed of it, you're ashamed of it, it's unloved, you hide it, hide from it. Those 2 cards, on top of what I said, also mean that you don't, if this is resonating for you, you don't love that person at all. And shadow means they actually, they probably kind of embarrass you actually somehow. Maybe they're ditzy if it's a she, or maybe he's a dumbass or tries to fight all the time, like you're ashamed of them somehow or embarrassed of them. You don't love them. All right, and then follow it up with some tarot. The situation. I said, really? King of Wands is a man who knows what he wants in a relationship. He is emotionally mature. He's ready to equally give it. He's ready to be in a mature, responsible relationship. He knows what he wants. This covers the situation. That card is like doing here. Hold on, let me. I'm trying to find just the one word that sums it up. Natural law, an agent working on your behalf, law, prevail in a legal matter. You chose you a criminal. You've been doing, okay, I shouldn't say that but you have done some criminal behaviors. I have too. I've been arrested like a long time, like 20 years ago. But I've got felonies and blah, blah, like, okay, so I don't mean it mean, like, but you've been doing criminal behaviors and you're with this person because they make it easier for you to do your criminal behaviors, and you chose them instead of being with somebody that you love, because somehow, on top of helping you get the drugs and stuff, somehow if you get in trouble, it works out to your benefit to be with this person. Maybe the whole, like, you can't testify against your spouse, or I don't know, but you chose them over somebody that you actually love, because if you ever get in trouble, they would help your case. What's above the situation? Harvest. That's, of course, reaping the rewards. All the hard work's done. Everything's all picked and cleaned and blah, blah, blah. And now let's eat some food. In this deck, she is waking up. It's morning. The sun's just coming out. The birds are singing. She's not inexperienced, but not, I don't want to say not wise, but just like, because she's a queen. So, she's smart. She handles her shit, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, too, it's morning. She's just now waking up. She's just now getting up. You chose what you thought would be easiest and work best for your criminal activities. What's below and in front of the situation? you don't know, not knowing what to do about a relationship, not knowing who to pick from. Can you hear my cat freaking out for the birds? Oh, now she's gonna take off. And then this, as soon as I seen that, I took it as, if you could go back, you would choose differently. And then I said, clarify it. These were the cards. Working together for a happy marriage, for happy union. Having everything, the world is yours, but then particularly in this deck is the snake, your kundalini or your knowledge. The snake tricked Eve into eating the apple. He told her that she would be as smart as God, or what, you know, or as wise as God, or whatever. And then like a duck or swan or bird or whatever flying, and but then there's night too. So which is offering somebody your love. I'm not even necessarily offering, but it's just having emotional fulfillment with somebody. I mean, need I say more? So yeah, then like as soon as I flip those, I'm like, oh, like if you could go back, you would pick differently. And then them cards, and I'm like, yeah, you want your family. And then I said, does he want, does not he, does Gemini want that with who they're with now? And show off my sticker. Which is the opposite of Queen of Swords. Look, she's old. She's not old. She's older. She's wiser. She's wants relationship. She knows what she wants. Crying over spilled milk. Sad in the cold. Juggling.